Good morning and Jai Hind. Distinguished guests, educators, and young minds of tomorrow. It gives me great pleasure to address this gathering at ET Tech X, where we come together to envision and shape the future of education and technology in India. Today, I want to share my thoughts on the subject that lies at the intersection of technology, education, and national development, skill development for the future workforce. Drawing from my experience, both in the armed forces, which has been for 40 years, and thereafter as the Director General of the newly formed Indian Space Association, I have witnessed firsthand how rapidly technology transforms the landscape of work. The skills that were crucial just a decade ago are being now redefined, and entirely new capabilities are becoming essential. Let me start with the compelling reality, India's space sector. And here we have one of the leaders of space sector, Mr. Kiran Kumar, here with us. The space sector's transformation from the last 60 years is a perfect microcosm of the larger changes sweeping the Indian economy. When we opened up the space sector to private participation just 4 years ago, we just didn't create a business opportunity. We have created a new paradigm for skill development. Consider a modern satellite or satellite communication. Professionals need to understand not just traditional engineering, but are also required to be well versed in artificial intelligence, data analytics, cloud computing, and cyber security. The convergence of skills is not unique to the space sector. It is becoming a norm in every industry. The question before us today is not just what skills to develop, but how to create a workforce that is adaptable and ready for continuous learning. Let me outline 3 fundamental shifts we need to address. First is the integration of technical and soft skills. The future workplace demands professionals who can combine technical expertise with critical thinking. Problem solving and collaborative abilities is where the future is. In our space sector, we've seen how engineers need to work seamlessly with policymakers, business strategists, and international partners. Second is the acceleration of technological change. The time between innovation and implementation is shrinking rapidly. What used to take a decade now happens in a year or even months. This means our education system must evolve from teaching specific technologies to teaching how to learn and to adapt to new technologies. And third is the democratization of skills. With digital platforms and satellite-enabled connectivity reaching the remotest part of India, we have an unprecedented opportunity to make quality skill development accessible to all. This is not just about equity. It is about tapping our nation's vast human potential. The demographic dividend which Dr. Reddy talked of. Let me share an exciting development that perfectly illustrates our commitment to transforming space education in India. During ISPA's, that is the Indian Space Association's maiden celebration of National Space Day, with AICTE, we witnessed a landmark collaboration between InSpace and AICTE with the launch of a specialized space technology curriculum. This initiative represents a fundamental shift in how we approach space education and skill development in India. This curriculum, which has been crafted by InSpace and AICT, is a carefully crafted response to the industry's evolving needs, and for the first time, we have a standardized, industry-aligned curriculum to bridge the gap between academic knowledge and practical skills needed in the space sector. It covers crucial areas for satellite technology and space applications. We are also seeing the emergence of new educational paradigms, micro-credentials, experimental learning, and project-based training. Companies like Novaris, which is on display here, is what the future is with. These approaches recognize that skill development is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. But perhaps most importantly, we are fostering a mindset of curiosity and adaptability. The most valuable skill we develop in our workforce is the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn. To the educators in the room, your role has never been more critical. You are not just teaching subjects, you are shaping minds. Minds that will navigate increasingly complex world. I encourage you to embrace new pedagogical approaches that emphasize practical applications and problem solving. To the students and young professionals, I would advise embrace the uncertainty of future. See it not as a challenge, but as an opportunity to create something new. Your generation will not just adapt to change, you will drive it. As we look ahead, I see tremendous opportunities for India. Our demographic dividend, combined with our technological capabilities and entrepreneurial spirit, positions us uniquely in the global landscape. But this potential can only be realized if we get our skill development right. Let me now conclude with a call to action. The future workforce we are discussing is not a distant reality. It is emerging right now. Every stakeholder in this room has a role to play in shaping it. Whether you are an educator, an industry leader, or a student, you are part of this transformation which the country is going through. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to a engagement with you during the discussion session. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.